Hi friend, welcome to FYG GYG, day number 10 of 33 days. Find your gift to give your gift. If we could start with a couple of breaths, just slow cleansing breaths. Uncross your legs and breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, thank you for that. I really needed those breaths today. So today we are talking about, and you guys have the diagrams with the heart of I am and the spokes off of them. Today we are doing current life scenes. Current life scenes. And let me tell you a little bit about that. Howard Thurman said, don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive. And do that. Go do that, because the world needs people who have come alive. I'm going to read that one more time. Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive. And go do that. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. And I believe with this 33-day process, every day we're becoming more and more alive. Okay, you guys, so we are creating our lives every minute. It's a full-time job, and most of the time we tend to sleepwalk and create unconsciously. Ideal scenes, which we're going to do today, we're going to actually do a current life scene on that piece of paper, are ways of consciously focusing and directing your creative flow. Another way to think of working with ideal scenes is establishing intentions and working in a co-creative partnership with God. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at our life. And when we do, it's going to give us a whole new perspective of how our life is. And then tomorrow we're going to key in on one of the spokes. So I'm really excited about this 2-day process. A current life scene is an overview of your life. Creating a current life scene is a process that allows you to step back and look at what's going on in your life with some altitude. Carl Jung said, your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakens. In dreams begins responsibility. That is a quote from William Butler Yeats. I like that because to me it supports what we talked about yesterday, which is you have to move or take action. In dreams begins responsibility. So your dream's there, and then it is your job to bring it to fruition through action and intention. Okay, in the exercise today, you guys, I encourage you in pushing your limiting thoughts and stories aside and seeing yourself as a loving light that you are and listening to yourself with the ears of your heart. So we're going to push away all of our limiting beliefs, all of the things that hold us back, and we are going to know that we are perfect and divine just as we are, and we're going to work from that space. When you do that, it will assist you in more clearly hearing and honoring the calling of your heart to connect with what is truly important to you and to what you would like to manifest. Approached in this way, ideal scenes or current life scenes are both sacred and powerful. They become blueprints of your intentions of your future. Okay, and when we do this process that we're going to start in a moment, there's a few things that I want you to notice first. If you look at your paper, you'll see a heart with the words I am in the center. And we have that there because it's going to distinguish who we are from what we do. So who we are divine beings having a human experience. And from that, all these things are going to branch out of. Start by creating a new current life scene with a spoke for all of the areas in your life where you currently have energy invested. So each spoke that comes out, all of the lines that come out, you're going to write about currently what you're giving your energy to in your everyday life. I'm going to talk a little bit more about it. Current life scenes are outcome focused and not a to-do list of action steps. Ask yourself, what will it look like when it is complete. So whatever the thing is, like let's pretend I'm saying looking for a book agent. If that was one of my spokes, what would that look like if it was complete? I have a book that is a bestseller. So you want to kind of think of the full circle of your thoughts. So I suggest that you program it for like 1 year from now, whatever it is that you're going to put on your spoke. So if I put, I enjoy seeing my book on the New York Times bestsellers list, that is looking ahead for a year. Put all things that come up from your life that you give time to. And I'm going to get more specific of the things, but think big and go big. In this current life thing, what we're going to do is we're going to put things that we hope for and things we're actually doing. And the things that we hope for, put kind of really big New York Times bestseller instead of I want to write a book. Like allow your mind to go to the biggest part. Be sure to include yourself in each of the lines. For example, if you envision yourself on the porch in your new home, and then you might want to write, relaxing in my comfy rocking chair on the front porch of my spacious new home, surrounded by a beautiful garden, or whatever, so you get really specific and you include yourself in what the thing is. Like, I'm enjoying looking at my book on the New York Times bestseller list, or anything like that. And it just says, remember that God knows what's for your highest good, even more than you do. So be sure to include somewhere on your paper, this or something better for the highest good of all concerned. That's just kind of a banner to put somewhere. This or something better for the highest good for all concerned. Okay, so on the different spokes coming out, there's going to be current things from your life. So one is going to be areas in which you are currently involved or giving energy to, or you're invested time to, and you'd like to manifest more in alignment of your dreams and aspirations. So if I want to get a book agent, if I want to be on the New York Times bestseller list, so all the things that would kind of come from that would go on the little lines that you're writing. Areas in which you are currently involved, have energy invested that you would like to complete or terminate your participation would go on lines too. So drinking a lot of alcohol, gossiping, skipping meditation, making unhealthy choices. I mean, whatever the things are that you have that you would like to complete or terminate will go on lines. And then the third part that can go on the spoke lines are new areas that you would like to create or manifest in your life. A bigger home, a better job, more abundance. You can put those things on the spoke too. So you just have these lines coming out. So here's a few that I wrote down on mine this morning just to give you some ideas. I wrote, I am doing laundry. I am driving carpool. I am making dinner. I am spending quality time with my kids. I am praising my children. I am patient with my children. I am yelling at my children. And these are just like things that are happening throughout the day, every day, that you give your attention and time to currently. And then I put, I am exercising. I am meditating. I am healing and creating my I am leading and creating my 33-day programs. I am getting together my information for my book query letter. I am doing 3-foot tosses to manifest my book. I am happy seeing my book on the New York Times bestseller list. I am walking my dogs. I am brushing my dogs. I am connecting with my husband. I am listening with the ears of my heart when I speak with my husband. I am drinking alcohol. I am gossiping. I am having old feelings of unworthiness creep in. I am fighting with my husband. I am waiting for the last moment to start doing the work that I need to do. So all of those are going on my spokes from my I am on my lines. So whatever you give your attention to in your current day, include I eat, I walk, I go to work, I drive, like put all those things. And then all the things that maybe you do good, and then include the things that you want to do. After you have all of the places you spend energy on the spokes, we're going to mark them up a little bit in the areas you'd like to complete or terminate. So right now, if you can just, and you don't have to do it all right now, you guys, you can actually finish it or complete it when we get off. And you can go back and listen to all of my ones that I wrote. So you're going to just jot them down, what you give attention to, what you do in the future, all of those. And they're all spokes representing your life today. Because it's really neat once you do this and you look down at the paper and you can see, wow, right in front of me is how I spend all my time. And you can kind of look around that circle at those spokes and realize you could probably lose some of them because they're no longer serving you. Or you could probably ask for help with some of them that you don't love doing. Or, you know, you could start to kind of just see your life on a piece of paper. So that is the exercise today, is making a current life scene with all of those spokes representing what you want. Okay, and then I'm just going to tell you, and you know you can work on this when we stop in your journal. And you can write this in your journal or on a piece of paper and stick it in your journal. Once you get some things on your spoke, I want you to do this next step. So we're going to look in the areas that you want to complete or terminate. And whichever ones that you feel are no longer serving you, that you want to have closure with, that you just want to stop, you're going to put a C to complete. So your spoke would say, I am gossiping. And at the end, you put a big C by it. I am fighting with my husband. You would put a C by it. So those are things that you want to complete. And then you're going to go to the ones where it's something that you want to manifest or it's something new in your life, and you're going to put an N next to it. So I am preparing my query, I don't know how to query letter for an editor. Then I would put an N because that's new and that's something fresh and new that I want to focus on. So you can kind of do that on your chart once you have all of your different lines on your chart. And then you're either going to put C to complete or terminate, N because it's something new and you want to give attention to it, and then the rest can just stay on your paper. And then what we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to pick just one of the lines. So my line will be, I am enjoying seeing my book on the New York Times best-selling list. So we're going to just pick one of our lines from all the spokes, just one that we're going to give attention to. And then tomorrow, we're going to do an exercise with just that one at the top as the banner, and then kind of building underneath it. So today is just about putting the spokes out of the heart, filling it in with how you spend your time. Go through your day and think of your routine and get all of that on that circle. Because then you can see like how much time you're spending doing stuff that's not filling your heart. And then we can start to put N by the things we want to bring more of to make new into our life. So do that exercise today. Write it in your journal or just have it in a loose piece of paper, however you prefer. And you can also journal just about what comes up for you as you look at all of your spokes. Are you proud of all the spokes around your heart? Or do you want to erase most of them and get a whole bunch of new ones or N ones? And then close your eyes and put your hand on your heart and breathe. And just think about the ones that you wrote an N by. Which one lights you up the most? Which one excites you the most? Which one do you know your life would be way different if you gave that one attention? So between now and then, do your spokes. Pick the one that excites you the most. And then tomorrow, when you join me, you will know what that is, and we're going to start working with that one. Okay. A quote I wrote down is, respond to every call that excites your spirit. And that's from Rumi. Respond to every call that excites your spirit. So today, from this, looking at your paper, respond to the one spoke from your I am heart that excites your spirit. And then bring that tomorrow, and we're going to work with that. My quote today is, As I choose to move only in the direction of joy, my life flows with an abundance of grace and ease. Dear God, I'm grateful for all of the spokes of my life. I'm grateful for this opportunity to be able to stand back and look at a piece of paper and see what represents my life today. Let me open my mind and heart to hone in on the exact one, although I think I already have it. And it's in love and light while people explore the spokes of their current life and they allow themselves to be lit up by one of them. So we have a powerful start on the work tomorrow. Amen. Okay, you guys, I know it was a little Okay, you guys, thank you so much for joining me for day 10 on our current life scene. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on day 11 for our ideal scene, taking our ideal thing and working with that. Thank you.